This edition of PewterPirates.com brought to you by House of Brews Tavern and Grill. More than beer, House of Brews gives you great food and always great fun. And speaking of food and fun, we'd like to thank our co-title sponsor, Sea Dog Brewing Company. Its Clearwater location and its Treasure Island Brewery by the beach boast the exclusive combo of giving its patrons a New England brewery complemented by a Gulf-inspired menu. Yes, we'd like to thank our title sponsors, House of Brews and Sea Dog Brewing Company. We'd like to thank you for logging on to PewterPirates.com. We're Buccaneer fans. Remember back in the offseason, even in training camp, the scary, spooky thoughts of the first three games you had at New Orleans. You had the defending champs coming here to Raymond James Stadium, and then the Steelers on Monday Night Football. Well, thanks to Fitz Magic, a lot of those worries are out the window because the Bucs have taken care of two of those three games, and now they have a chance for the sweep. As we preview the Monday Nighter against Pittsburgh, here is our menu. Front and center, of course, Fitz Magic. We'll talk to his receivers about why he's been Fitztastic so far. The only thing missing from this offense has been a running game. Peyton Barber weighs in on how they can cure those ills. And when you think of Pittsburgh, you think of Big Ben. The Buccaneer defenders weigh in on Roethlisberger. From Raymond James Stadium, it's PewterPirates.com, and it's next. Welcome to another PewterPirates.com video preview of the Buccos. I'm your host, Mike Neighbors. Well, a huge game on Monday night for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They can show the whole country what they've showed many Bucs fans the first 2 weeks. They have the #1 offense in the NFL and one of the hottest quarterbacks in Ryan Fitzpatrick. Once again, your NFC Player of the Week, 2 straight weeks with over 400 passing yards and 4 touchdown passes. And if you ask those Buccaneer wide receivers, a big key to Fitzmagic's success is getting rid of the ball quickly.
Yeah, I think you can see from a lot of the deep routes Deshaun's run. He's letting it go early and letting Deshaun run under it. And like I said earlier, that's big for run after catch and being able to turn a 60 or 40-yard catch into a 60, 65, 70-yard touchdown. So it's great for Fitzy to do that. It's good for him to give us a chance to make a play.
He's been very accurate, and people probably haven't been noticing much, but he's been putting the ball on the money, short, intermediate, and deep. You guys are playing really well.
Well, the Buccaneer offense seemingly has everything. A red-hot quarterback, great wide receivers, an improved offensive line, but they're lacking in one area. How about the running game? Yeah, Peyton Barber still hasn't eclipsed 100 yards in his first 2 games, still hasn't found the end zone. And against the Philadelphia Eagles, 16 carries for only 22 yards. But if you ask the main man in the Bucs backfield, he says 1 big carry, and that could change.
Yeah, I feel like it seems like for over these past 2 games, there comes a point when it's like you feel like you're about to break, but it hasn't happened quite yet. So I'm waiting on it. I'm being patient. I know it's going to come.
So Barber and the Bucs running game hopes to get back on track. The Bucs haven't lost a game. The Steelers, conversely, haven't won a game. They tied the Browns in week #1 and lost to the Chiefs last week, so they'll be a hungry team coming into Tampa. Coming up next, we're going to preview that game, and we talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers. You talk about Big Ben. The Buccaneer defenders will weigh in on how to stop Roethlisberger. That's next. There are a lot of neighborhood bars, but there is only one.
House of Brews!
It's now better than ever, freshly remodeled with a new U-shaped bar, where it's clear everybody's having fun at the
House of Brews!
Armed with a full liquor and wine selection, House of Brews houses a large selection of brews. But come on, this place is more than brews. The food takes it to a whole different level. A fresh daily scratch menu serves up a wide variety of favorites, leaving customers always satisfied at the
House of Brews.
Not your average neighborhood bar. Oh, it's so much more. Welcome back to our Bucs Steelers preview here on PewterPirates.com. Well, on Monday night for the second time this season, the Bucs defense will face a future Hall of Fame quarterback. They met Drew Brees in Week 1 in the Big Easy. This time around, it will be Ben Roethlisberger. Now, Roethlisberger hasn't had a win, but he's put up big numbers so far this season, throwing for over 400 yards against the Chiefs and over 300 yards in Week 1 against the Cleveland Browns. 3 touchdown passes, 2 interceptions. And when you talk to this Bucs defensive line, they know facing Big Ben is never easy.
You just got to try to get a good angle on him, man, because at the end of the day, you might bounce off. Like, I don't know how he does it, but, you know what I mean, that's what made him great over the years.
Obviously, he's going to be a future Hall of Fame. He's going to be in the Hall of Fame one day. He's a great quarterback, man. It's hard for him to bring him down. You got to get 2 hands on him. He ain't just an arm tackle.
He's a Hall of Fame quarterback, he's able to shake off defenders and still get the ball downfield somehow, That's just one of his talents that he has. He's been blessed with.
The Bucs against Big Ben, one of many matchups to watch on Monday night here at Raymond James Stadium against the Steelers. Well, coming up next, we're going to wrap up the show and talk to the Bucs about how they don't like the fact that they haven't been respected, because inside that locker room, they've always believed. That and more coming up next. Now, you want a drinking and dining experience like no other in Tampa Bay? Well, Sea Dog Brewing Company is the place for you. Its Treasure Island location gives its patrons a beautiful waterfront view with 6 brand new boat slips and more to come. This Sea Dog location has a great selection with local brews, all made in clear water, and all the specials. You have daily happy hour Monday through Friday from 2 to 6. Mug Club Monday features $6 mules. Taco Tuesdays are always popular, but don't pass up the $9.99 Fish Fry Thursdays. And on the weekends, enjoy a Sea Dog Brewery Sunday brunch by the beach. So check out Sea Dog Brewery at Treasure Island, 9610 Gulf Boulevard, Treasure Island, Florida, 727-954-7805. And we wrap up our Bucs Steelers preview on Monday night by going inside the Bucs locker room and asking them a question, well, frankly, many of them take exception to. Many pundits around the country predicted this team would finish last in the NFC South. Some said maybe 1 or 2 wins. So they've been the surprise for many around the NFL so far this season. I asked Donovan Smith, have they surprised themselves at all? He didn't like the question.
Are you surprised?
It doesn't matter, I think.
Okay, then, so it doesn't matter that question. I mean, all that matters is us in this building. So, you guys have y'all opinions and everything. We know who we are.
Yeah, Donovan Smith and his teammates believe in when not many believed in this football team heading into the season, but it's still early, only 2 weeks in. We'll see how it shakes out as they play the Steelers on Monday night. Well, if you want more takes on the Bucs, you got to check out our podcast on PewterPirates.com. It's called A Few Extra Bucs, a few extra takes on your Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Myself and Buccaneer insider Roy Cummings break it down on both sides of the football, and we have a lot of fun with our 3 and Out segment as well. So check out A Few Extra Bucs. Well, I'd like to thank our title sponsors, House of Brews and Sea Dog Brewing Company. I'm Mike Neighbors. Remember, subscribe to PewterPirates.com. It's free. Until next time, we appreciate you logging on.